Jenna Bush Hager has spent the most of her life in the spotlight, from living in the White House to becoming a beloved TV host. And during the years in the spotlight, it's been clear that the mother of three had a very tight and important bond with her father, George W. Bush. From sending modest but significant text messages during a difficult workday to accompanying her down the aisle at her wedding, the former president has always been there for his daughter. Continue reading to relive some of their sweetest father-daughter moments. Jenna told her former Toby co-host Hoda Kotb in February 2023 that she will never forget how her father helped her get out of a funk shortly after the birth of her first child, daughter Mila. "I'll never forget while I was working here. I was doing something and became frustrated because jobs can be unpleasant. This business is kind of tricky, and I was upset," she explained, adding that she had discussed her concerns with her mother the night before. "So I got a text from my dad saying, 'Mom tells me you're feeling kind of down. Here's the thing. This is what matters.' And he just sent me a baby picture of Mila. I had just become a mother," she added, "and I started crying. I was thinking, he's absolutely correct." The former president may have turned red with embarrassment when one of his daughter's high school boyfriends addressed him as Big George, but he is not always prim and polite. In reality, Jenna and her twin sister, Barbara Pierce Bush, told Access Hollywood in March 2025 that their father has the biggest potty mouth in the family. And that may not come as a complete surprise to some, given that President Bush was captured cussing several times during his stay in the White House. Jenna once pulled a quick one on her father. During a May 2025 Today segment, Jenna revealed to her co-anchor Savannah Guthrie that her twin sister Barbara assisted her in pulling off a prank by drawing a tattoo on her back and convincing the former president it was the actual thing. "I'd once played a prank on my dad where Barbara drew a tattoo of a Texas Longhorn in Sharpie right here," Jenna said, gesturing to her lower back. "I showed my father and said I had one, and he believed me. He was like, 'Okay, when you're 80, you know what that's going to look like.'" Jenna and her father arrived in style at the Bush family estate in Crawford, Texas, where Jenna married Henry Hager on May 10, 2008. "I think my dad picked me up in a pickup truck, Jenna told TODA in 2021, adding that she and her father were tearful as he walked her down the aisle. He responded, "You look lovely, baby," and we both started crying up and down. I recall seeing Henry standing there at the cross that my father had helped erect for us. During a 2008 press conference, the then president described the wedding as spectacular. "Our little girl, Jenna, married a really good guy, Henry Hager," he explained at the time. "The wedding was beautiful. It's amazing. It's all we dreamed for. The weather cooperated well. The sun set over our lake just as the vows were exchanged, and it was a truly special and wonderful day for which we are incredibly grateful." Before proposing to his daughter on top of Cadillac Mountain in Maine in August 2007, Henry arranged for some time on the president's schedule to beg for permission to marry. And while the future groom was nervous about the conversation and even prepared a 7-point plan, Mr. Bush calmed him down and enthusiastically gave him his blessing. "My father says, 'Henry,' I said yes. You do not have to go through anything else. Laura, Henry's proposing." And that was that, Jenna told TOBA in 2023 of her husband's proposal. "Good thing he did it." In a March 2022 Today broadcast, Jenna discussed how she has reflected on moments from her own upbringing as she teaches her children how to deal with rejection or unpleasant comments. "I watched my parents take on anything and tell us, 'Baby, it didn't matter. We know we aren't like that. We know we're not that person,'" she recounted, going on to describe a specific incident in which she and her sister saw a bumper sticker featuring their father. "We said, 'Dad, we saw the best bumper sticker. It said, "A village in Texas is missing its idiot." And he laughed hysterically because he knew who he was," she explained. His laid-back sense of humor appears to have been passed down to his daughter Jenna, who told TODAI in March 2024 that gently roasting her dad is her love language. "I like to torment my father. During his presidency, Barbara and I would show him satirical shows like Saturday Night Live. He loved it," she said. if you become President of the United States.